Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? I am getting ready to cook some cabbage. This time I'm not gonna fry it. I guess I'm kind of steam it, boil it. But last night before I went to bed, I put 2 smoked turkey tails in the crock pot with some sliced onions, different color sliced bell peppers, a bay leaf, and a couple of cloves of garlic. And I just cooked that all night to make the broth. That's it. That's the broth that I'm going to use for the cabbage. I just put that on last night. And so what I'm going to do right now is pour this broth into my cast iron pot. Okay, and I'm gonna put in the sliced onions, the bay leaf. You see I got the cloves of garlic. I'm just gonna put all of that into my cast iron pot. And I'm gonna, these turkey tails, they don't have a whole lot of lean meat on them. It's a lot of fat pretty much. Whatever little bit of lean meat is there, I'm going to just pull it apart and add that to the pot. Okay? That's it. I'm just going to continue to do that with these turkey tails and get whatever little bit of lean meat I can off of those, and the rest of it I'm going to discard. All right, in the pot, you have that broth that we made from last night. See the onions, bell peppers, a bay leaf, you got clove, garlic, and the little bit of lean meat that came off of those turkey tails. Now, some of you are gonna ask, what are turkey tails? Just like on the chicken has a chicken butt on it. Turkeys have a butt on it too. So it's just the tail of the turkey. I happened to find them at a grocery store, just smoked turkey tails, and so I bought a package of them. And so they're good for seasoning beans and greens and those types of foods. If you don't have turkey tails, just use smoked turkey necks, smoked neck bones, whatever kind of smoked meat you would want to put in your cabbage or beans or greens or whatever to give them flavor. So I just used smoked turkey tails this time, but you could use turkey necks, whatever meat you like, okay? So now we're gonna prep the cabbage and wash and cut it up and just add it to the pot. And pretty much once the cabbage starts to get tender, you're ready. All right, all I did was wash my cabbage, and I took a lot of the outer leaves off of these, the really bright green ones, which I really do like. A lot of them had spots on them, and so I just removed them. And so what I'm gonna do now is just cut off that core. That's it. Just cut that core out, and then you can slice them as big, chop them as big or as small as you like. I've already moved the core off of that one. A lot of times when I'm frying cabbage, I slice them really thinly, but since I'm going to kind of boil these down, I'm just going to leave them kind of large. And so all I'm going to do is just add the cabbage, and this is probably going to be too much liquid because they make a lot of water on their own. So I probably should have taken some of this liquid out of the pot, but it'll be all right. I know what to do with that cornbread. I'm just gonna continue to add my cabbage, and once it wilts down, I'll add some more. Okay. And the last thing I'll do is to add some seasoning to it because I didn't add any salt or pepper or red pepper flakes that I normally put in mine. I didn't do that to the broth that I cooked last night, so that's what I will do once I get them all wilted down in the pot. So I'll just let that cook down, and then I will add another layer and until I get them all wilted in the pot. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. All right, we're going back in the pot now. See what I'm talking about? They've kind of wilted down. Now I'll just continue to add some more cabbage until I get them all in the pot and all wilted down. All right, pretty self-explanatory. Y'all see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna continue to add this cabbage. I'll put the lid back on, and once I get all of the cabbage in and wilted, that's when I will add my seasoning and let it cook until it's tender enough for me. And time to get that cornbread out. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. All right. Look at our cabbages. See little specks of meat and colors of the bell peppers. I got the onions in there. Now I'm going to season some black pepper. As always, my recipes are a guide. Be creative, make it your own. Don't get judgmental. You don't have to put as much black pepper in yours. I'm going to use garlic and onion powder. And I like a little bit of heat, so I'm gonna add a few red pepper flakes. And this is Splenda or stevia, and just a sprinkle of that because I just like a little bit of sweetness. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's see, where is my Cavender's Greek seasoning? I love that stuff. I'm going to add a little Cavender's. All right. Is that starting to look good to y'all? Because it sure is starting to look good to me. Look at that. Look at that meat. Look at them peppers. Oh, bless his name. All right, I'll be back in a minute, y'all. There we go, there we go. Don't that look good, y'all? Now you can cook them as long as you want. Just tasting them now for flavor. I ain't finna burn my tongue because of y'all. That's good. I got that heat from them red pepper flakes. Ha ha. But it needs a little more seasoning though. So I'm going to add, let's try not to do any salt. But I'm going to have to add a little bit of kosher salt. And a little more Cavender's Greek seasoning. That's it. I'm just going to make sure that they are seasoned to my preference. Same thing that you would have to do for yours. But that is it. That's how I did it this time. By cooking that meat in the crock pot overnight. That's some good eating. All I need now is some fried cornbread, whole cakes, a pan of cornbread, because there's going to be some good eating going on. As I always say, my recipes are a guide. Be creative. Make it your own. Y'all have a good one.
Is it too early to eat dinner?
I take it that means that they're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Need anything else?
Just the cornbread.
And the smothered chicken I'm gonna do with it?
And the smothered chicken.
All right then.